And Trevor Drake is going to start us off. Thank you.
Good morning. My first visit to this church was long ago, ante ignem camini, that is, before the fire. My wife, Ann Albright, and I had recently moved to Radnor, and we were in search of a church. We visited several, including Mainline Unitarian, for a couple of weeks each. But it was a search that never really panned out for our family. We ended up raising our 3 sons in the civil religion of Radnor Township, and that religion, of course, is organized sports. We worshipped at the altar of travel teams and weekend tournaments and gaudy graven images that we called trophies. So how did I come back here, and why? When Morgan asked me to speak today, I thought this would be a good opportunity to look inward and to explore my reasons for finally joining MLUC 4 years ago. This has been a particularly inward-looking summer for me as I contemplate the impact of selling the family home and downsizing, as I look back on a 35-year teaching career that will likely end in the next few years. My understanding of faith has undergone a significant evolution since 2011. For a long time, I was so put off by organized religions and their many horrific spin-offs, such as war and intolerance and homophobia and misogyny, that I carried a rather closed mind on the topic. I bristled when people of faith ascribed happy outcomes to prayer and whose prescription for relief from trouble was more prayer. The football player who thanked God for allowing him to score the winning touchdown was giving himself and his teammates too little credit for their hard work, and the blindness of their faith upset me, riled me up. It was at about this time that I rekindled my interest in mindfulness meditation, and once again made meditation a part of my daily practice. I took some classes, and I joined several lengthy retreats, and at the same time started attending Sunday services here. I also participated in the groups here at MLUC, the meditation groups run by Usha Srinivasan and Rob Ames. I appreciated the values and the beliefs of UUs, our commitment to welcoming all, to community action, and to sharing our wealth with the world, and even our willingness to laugh at ourselves. If you Google Unitarian jokes, you will enjoy many, many pages of UU humor, most of it posted by UU congregations. Here's one from a congregation in Toronto. Question: why can't UUs sing very well in choirs? Answer: because they're always reading ahead to see if they agree with the next verse. But my growing interest in Buddhist thought began to challenge that dismissive, even angry attitude that I had harbored toward those with strong, publicly expressed faith. I recall sitting in this room and hearing Justin urge us to try coming from an unclenched place. An unclenched place. Unclenching is healthy, and anger never convinces others to change their views or their ways. I began to understand that the notion of faith could be found and expressed in many ways, and that those who rely on prayer or even on ecstatic conversion are tapping into something about the power of congregation, of camaraderie and mutual support that houses of worship can offer, whether expressed as faith in the Almighty or in our collective power to support each other and to love the world. I still object to those who try to codify their faith into the laws of our land, to those who use their idea of God to excuse bigotry and narrow-mindedness and violence. But my time here has taught me that rigidity and anger serve no one well, and I'm grateful to this church for teaching me this lesson.